Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Natalie, for having us on today. I appreciate it. And thank you, everyone, for coming today to hear about Southern. I'm excited to tell you a little bit about us. So, just a little bit about me. My name is Melissa King. I am currently the university recruiter for Southern California for our company. I've been with the company for a little over 4 years. So, I started on the sales side of the company. And then kind of move my way onto now the recruiting side. So I'm actually in my third position in that 4 year time. So a lot of room for growth in the company, which I definitely always like to mention. But I just have a little PowerPoint that I prepared for you guys just to go over a little background on our company and then some positions we have that we hire college students or recent college grads for. So I'm just going to share my screen and get started. And if anyone has any questions at any time, feel free to just kind of stop me in the middle. You can put it in the chat or speak up. I'm always happy to answer anything. All right. So just a little bit about us. We are actually the largest wine and spirits distributor in the country. So we sell to anywhere you can buy or consume spirits. So grocery stores, liquor stores, bars, restaurants, hotels, sports stadiums, Disneyland, literally everywhere.
Hi all, I think Melissa just froze for a little bit, so hopefully she'll be back on.
Country. And then here are our family values. These are extremely important. We are a family-owned company. We are owned by the Chaplin family, and they have been the family that's owned us since the beginning. And it's awesome to see that they're still with us. Wayne Chaplin is our CEO, and there's a lot of Chaplin members working in other positions. I have worked closely with Josh Chaplin here in Southern California. So these family values, stem from that family owned and like incorporated type of business. But these are something that we like to focus on, when we're out there selling, when we're talking to customers, when we're interacting with other employees, everything that we're doing, it's always, making sure the family values are being upheld. And then here's just a little bit about our mission and vision. These both kind of focus in on our employees, our customers, our suppliers, everything. It's, we have to show that we're not only in it for the success of ourselves, we want our suppliers to be successful as well as our customers. So it's not just about our company. We have a lot of people who we want to see succeed and make them happy along the way. So here's just a little bit more about who we are. Founded in 1968 by the Chaplin family. And then we actually are to over 22,000 employees across the country, just to give you a little more of an idea. So definitely a large company, but definitely with a small feel as well. I always feel like I know everyone in my office, and it's like you can always find someone, a familiar face. So there's the good side of the big company is that there's so many opportunities, but the other great side is it doesn't feel like this large company that, all these positions aren't attainable. And then just a little bit about our corporate social responsibility. We are working for an alcohol company, so promoting responsible consumption is extremely important to us. We love to have fun, but we love to do it responsibly. So that's something we truly, truly focus very deeply on. And then this is just a little bit about the three-tier system and how distributors came to be. It actually started in 1933, right after the Prohibition ended. So this is actually a law across all states where each supplier has to have a distributor. It can't come straight from them. So the product comes from suppliers and then it comes to us and our warehouses, and then we ship it out to all of our customers. So the grocery stores, the liquor stores, the restaurants, the hotels, all of that. So we're the middleman. And then, oops. So how it starts is in the warehouse, into our trucks, and then here we go into stores, and then into that drink in your glass you're sipping at a restaurant. Just a little bit about our diversity. Diversity and inclusion has become extremely important to us, especially over the last few years. So we partner with a lot of different programs and things like that. So something that definitely always stands out to me is Women in Wine. That's something that as a woman, I hold close to myself, and it's really cool to see, especially in an industry that is male dominated, we do have those women who can step up and stand out. And then obviously along with all these other amazing programs. And then now I will get a little bit into our portfolio. So this is the exciting stuff. This is all the stuff we sell. This is the stuff that you guys will actually recognize. So here's some of our vodkas. You know, say a yes in the chat or a raise of hands or a heck yes if you've seen at least one of these brands. I'm assuming we all have. Yeah, absolutely. So these are just some of our vodkas. It doesn't even begin to touch how many we actually do. And then funny enough, these are also all from 5 different suppliers. So that also gives you another idea of how many suppliers we're working with. So really cool to see all the different brands we're doing. And one thing that's also great about that is, you know, if we're out of something, we always have something to back it up with. If a customer doesn't want to buy a certain thing, we have another product that's similar but better, things like that. So always something to sell to all of our customers. And then here are some of our tequilas. The tequila brand is really booming right now. I'm sure we've heard of quite a few of these. Casamigos and Terramana really standing out because Casamigos is from George Clooney and Terramana being from The Rock. If there is a tequila brand, or honestly any type of spirits, wine, anything that is made by a celebrity, we probably sell it. So definitely a lot out there. And I'm sure we all know Patron, Don Julio, definitely we've heard of these. So once again, just touching on a few of the tequilas we sell. And then here's some whiskeys. So something with whiskeys, there's a lot of different kinds. So we have, you know, the bourbons, the Irish whiskeys, Canadian whiskeys, Scotch, everything. So really a full variety. And as you can see, we sell Jameson. If you go into any grocery store right now, you will probably see a Jameson display with St. Patrick's coming up. So that's something that our people are out there doing. That's something I used to do when I first started with the company. So go take a look at some of our displays out in your local grocery stores. And then here are just a few of our rums. Bacardi, Malibu Captain, all extremely huge brands. I'm sure everyone has heard of these. And then here's some other types of liquors that people don't really think about. So in the middle, we have the Bombay Sapphire, which is a gin. Jaeger, I'm sure we all know, super big with the younger generation. And then Hennessy, which is a cognac, Bailey's, which is an Irish cream, and then Kahlua, which is a rum and coffee liqueur. So a lot of different things. It's not, we don't just sell your typical vodka, rum, tequila, only those. We sell everything. And then here's some mezcals, which is also has started to be a more booming category because of tequila. So mezcal and tequila are extremely similar. They're both made from agave, but just different types of agave. And then they are made in, their production is a little bit different. So mezcal is a smokier liquor. And then here we have some of our champagnes. These are our very high-end champagnes. And actually one thing about champagne that not a lot of people know is it can only be called champagne if it's from the Champagne region in France. Otherwise, it's a sparkling wine. But a lot of people don't know that. And I mean, I know I still even call all the lower end stuff, I still call it champagne. But the one thing that sticks out is we sell Cook's champagne, which is actually sparkling wine, but because it has been around for so long, it was actually grandfathered in as being able to be called champagne. So lucky for them, because normally champagne is a lot more expensive, a lot higher end. So really cool to see that out there. And then obviously there's Prosecco's, which is same thing, but from Italy. And then here we just have a few of our rosés. This is the one on the left, Côte de Roses, is actually a really cool story. There was an art class that was able to design certain things. They just Gerard Bertrand, who's the owner of Côte de Roses, actually was able to see one of the designs from one of the students, and she designed this bottle with on the bottom is the shape of a rose. And so he chose that as his bottle, and now she gets royalties from all the bottles that are sold. So super cool opportunity for her. And then here are just some of our white wines. So these are all 4 different white wines, different varietals. So we have a Riesling, a Chardonnay, a Sauv Blanc, a Pinot Grigio, and there's so many more, and many more of these wines in different brands. So it's honestly never ending. And then here are some of our reds. So Cab, Pinot Noir, Merlot, red blends, everything under the sun. Josh Cab is a very, very big brand right now. Josh is the fastest growing wine in its category. So really great to see having that brand that's been super huge. And it was started by Joseph Carr, who named the brand after his dad, Josh. Now I will get into some of our job opportunities. So the first one is going over our summer sales internship. So for this summer, it's actually not available. We have already filled the internship for this summer. So this is relevant for next summer, and we hired juniors going into their senior year. So if anyone's a sophomore right now, this would be relevant for you next summer. You do have to be 21, but it is a 7-week program, and about 70% of it is going out with our current sales reps. So you get the opportunity to go out with our grocery store reps, our liquor store reps, our bar and restaurant reps, all of our different reps, and go through their day-to-day with them. And then, interact with their account managers, things like that, getting to ask them questions along the way. And then about 30% of it is based out of our Cerritos office. And there you'll get the opportunity to network with some of our executives. We have management from other departments come and talk about their career path, how they got to where they are, what their department does. So definitely a full overview of the company, even though it is mainly sales based. A few other things along the way, all of the interns get to plan a volunteer project together and execute that. So that was super fun. Last summer, we did a beach cleanup. I think there's a picture in this slide that I can show you guys. And then we do a tour of our Santa Fe Springs warehouse at night, which is actually really cool. I know it sounds weird. Why would we go there at night? That's actually the busiest time of day because they're getting all of the trucks ready to go out early the next morning to deliver to all of our customers. So it's definitely the hustle and bustle, and it's really cool to be in there when all of the machines are going, people are driving forklifts around. It's really cool. yeah, then we just do other little fun events throughout the summer as well. So definitely super hands-on, great learning experience, not your typical sitting behind the computer internship. You're really getting out there. You're learning about the industry, about the company, and then obviously sales. So here are some pictures from last summer. This is our intern class last summer on their first day. Here's them doing the beach cleanup. We did Seal Beach. And then here is after the escape room that they got to do during their first week. Here's a baseball game. We got to go to an Angels game together. That was super fun. Here are two of our interns with one of their sales reps they went out with. They happened to run into a blood drive while they were out visiting one of their accounts, so they all donated blood. So that was cool to see, just goes into, the volunteer side of the company. And then here's everyone in the warehouse. And then I will go on to talking about our chain sales merchandiser position. And this is our full-time entry-level role. So this is where we look for recent grads. So seniors, obviously anyone who's 21 plus as well. And essentially what this position is going into grocery stores and selling in our products for displays. It's not cold calling, it's upselling. So they already have all the product in there. You're just getting them to order more of what they already have in order for you then to be able to build the display of that product. So you would have set accounts in a set territory. So you're going to those same accounts every week. So you're able to build the relationships, the managers, the buyers, whoever that point of contact is. And then as you're continuously going in there, the more willing they become to order what you're selling. It is early mornings. You do start around 4 or 5 in the morning. The latest you can start is 6, but you're done earlier in the day, which is kind of like the nice trade-off there. So if you're starting at 5, you're done at 1:30, and you still have the rest of your day to yourself. You can do whatever. I remember I used to work out after, like I just felt like I had a whole day left for me. So that's kind of the cool part of that. But just from here, I'll show you some of examples of displays. So this is a Jameson display you might see out there right now. Halloween. So we definitely do a lot of displays around the holiday, around certain holidays. So Valentine's Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving and Christmas are actually our biggest times of the year. And Thanksgiving is actually the biggest selling wine holiday. Christmas display, more Christmas, more Christmas. And then here's like a baseball display. So a lot of our suppliers will provide the POS or point of sale, which is the decorative pieces for our displays. And so here Woodbridge had a partnership with the MLB. So that was a big selling point in order to be able to sell in the Woodbridge wine around baseball season. Yes, Francis, I know everyone thinks that it's the people working in the supermarkets who do the displays. No, that's us. That's what we're out there doing. And then here's a football display. So around Super Bowl time, lots of these. Yellowtail is actually one of the wines we sell, and they have a partnership with the Super Bowl. So we definitely have a lot of Yellowtail displays that are out around Super Bowl time. So obviously those are all gone now, but if you saw any, that was us. And then here is a little bit about our Next Gen program. So this is a newer program for us that we're starting this coming year. And we have a few different sides of the program. And so we have the Next Gen Leadership, Next Gen Operations, and then Next Gen Information Technology, or ETP is what we call it on our side. And so the leadership program is a 2-year full-time program, rotational, where after all of these, we're looking to bring you on into certain positions. And then the Next Gen Operations, it's a year-long program, and then same with the ETP. And so we're only in a few locations with all these programs right now as we're growing them, but we could have even more opportunities next year, which is really, really cool to see. And then So here's just a little bit more about each of the programs, the certain degrees we're looking for each program, what we're looking for in the candidates, things like that. So just feel free to take a quick look at a few of the details for all of these. And right now, the only next gen program we have in California is the operations program, which we have filled for Southern California. I believe they're still interviewing for Northern California if anyone is interested in that, but super, super exciting for us for sure. And that's it for me on all the details. I know it was probably a lot. I hope people have some questions for me. It was kind of came at you pretty fast, but this is also my email. And then if you want to scan the QR code, that's for my LinkedIn if anyone wants to connect with me. But from here, we can just go into if anyone wants to put any questions in the chat, or if you want to take yourself off mute, we can do that. I'll leave this up for just a little bit longer so you guys can scan that, but then I'll stop sharing my screen so I can kind of see everyone. Thank you all so much.
Thanks,
Any
Melissa. I had a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I think the plane is just about to fly overhead. 1 second, let me mute myself. I'll come back on.
Okay, no problem. Francis, yes, our chain sales merchandiser position and then our next gen positions are available for seniors.
All right. I wanted to ask if you had anything for graduate students. I'm just about to graduate with my MBA, and I was wondering if you guys had any programs specifically for graduate students.
So next gen would actually be a good opportunity for that because it is kind of like our higher level of a program. So definitely like the next gen, I mean, we're full for this summer or for this round, but we could be starting more in terms of the leadership side, but definitely the leadership. And I mean, even for the chain sales merchandiser position, you know, we have everyone kind of start there, but you can move up into other positions, and, you know, having that MBA background would definitely help you with the with promotions in the future.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a senior as well. You guys don't have any like social media manager type positions open, do you?
No, not right now. And we don't have a ton of those positions in general, just because our suppliers do a lot of like their own like marketing and social media, that kind of side of things for them. So we actually have a pretty small marketing department. Sorry, I'm trying to stop sharing my screen. And that is, if it were to be on social media, anything like that, it's also based out of our corporate office in Miami.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Anyone else? I think I see another one in the chat. Positions. Can you clarify on the operations position question? Is someone willing to go off of mute?
Yeah, it was with regards to, because I'm living out here in Long Beach. So let's say if there was a hire to go to that Northern California option, is there relocation? Like, I know sometimes it's offered like to help relocate a person.
Yeah. Okay, so as of right now, unfortunately, we don't do that. We do have resources available to kind of like help you find housing, but not in terms of like a relocation bonus or anything like that. It might be something actually that we do have in the future, but as of right now, no.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Anyone else? And then same, Jalen, for the Dallas, that would be across the board in terms of the relocation. Anyone else?